Hi, I'm Jo Ankia and welcome to the 888 MF Car Show, but today I'm going to be your host. We've let Mark go run off somewhere. I'm taking care of the Ferraris. We've got two amazing hybrids to go through with you today. We've got, of course, the SF90 and the 296 GTB. I'm going to be telling you all about it, but I might need a little bit of expert analysis. All right, fine, Mark, come on in. You've got the jacket. We'll let you in the show. Come on,
I've got the Ferrari jacket on today.
Beautiful, beautiful hybrid.
Welcome to the channel.
Thank you.
Let's officially introduce you. So, Jo presents the boxing on
BT Sport,
and you're used to interviewing people that are much taller than me.
Yeah, a little bit.
So thanks for not wearing heels today.
It's okay.
Tyson Fury's how tall?
Tyson Fury is 6'9". Usain Bolt, because I do running as well, 6'5". So yeah.
So you trained to be in the Olympics?
Yes, I did.
So you like all things fast?
I do. Fast is definitely the name of my game.
Well, we're going to take you out in 1,000 brake horsepower Ferrari today.
Excellent.
And 830 brake horsepower. So we're here today to see whether Ferrari's first hybrid car, the SF90, is worth £100,000 more than the 296 GTB. Now, I asked you to do some homework on the cars. So what is the difference between these two cars?
The price. No, there's a bit more difference in the price.
The price
so
is one, yep.
Yeah, 1,000 horsepower.
Yep.
830.
I just said that, yeah.
Okay,
what
fine,
else?
brake horsepower. Four-wheel drive. Very important.
Drive.
If you even want it, four-wheel drive on your Ferrari.
And what's good about four-wheel drive?
It helps in the balancing of the driving.
Helps in the rain. Helps in the rain. And we get a lot of rain in the UK. So potentially a better car for all year round. But I've heard that the 296 is more fun than the four-wheel drive SF90. Given that this is a lot cheaper, it's going to be really interesting to see which one we prefer driving. So, shall we jump in the cars?
Oh, absolutely. Let's do it.
We'll see you soon. So we're starting off in the SF90 Stradale Assetto Fiorano pack. So this one has less weight and costs more money and has more carbon fibre on.
Nice.
And more importantly, when you order this Assetto Fiorano pack, it doesn't have a lift. So if you're going over bumps or steep driveways, you can't actually lift the front of the car.
Okay.
So it's predominantly for people who want to take the car to the racetrack and don't have to worry about driving around London.
That's just because of the options you have on it.
Yeah. So this is the daddy with 1,000 brake horsepower.
Woohoo! Feel that.
Whoa!
Ow!
Whoa! It's not bad, right? Not bad. Let me ask you a question. Looks-wise, which one do you prefer?
I think being a lady, I quite like the compactness of the 296. I think it's petite and sexy, but I think if you're a man, you probably want this big flagship car, the bigger one. It's got a more manly Ferrari appeal, but I think as a girl, if I was going to go for one, I'd probably choose the other.
Are you saying the 296 is a girl's car?
Well, I'm not saying it's a girl's car. It's just got a slightly softer appeal. It's slightly smaller, slightly sleeker.
So
this has more aggressive.
You think most men would like to go for this because it's the flagship?
Yes, the flagship. It's like their car of the decade, right? So I think
you can't say with either car that they're not beautiful, right?
Oh, they're both stunning, of course. I just think for myself, if I was to choose one, what you get for your money from the other one, plus it being a slightly more like baby Ferrari, sleeker little compact. I like the way the front goes down as well.
If you didn't know the difference between the two, you could tell which one was which from behind?
Yeah.
You could?
Yes.
Okay. Because a lot of people have said that they both look very similar from the back. I mean, it's a lovely car, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It just cruises.
And how's the braking? How's the torque?
The torque, here we go. So because you've got that electric motor, you just get the instant power when you put your foot down. But what amazes me about this is just how comfortable it is and how easy it is to cruise. it's just so comfortable. I mean, if you were going to go across down to the south of France, you wouldn't mind taking this, would you?
No, definitely not.
No. And if you
Not
did German
no.
Autobahn, you could get up to 200 miles an hour quite easily. So Brad, who owns the 296, takes his car regularly to the racetrack, and he gets up to 190 on the straights.
Wow.
190.
Wow. Okay, so don't put me on the racetrack with Brad,
I think
please.
we're going to put you in another video.
Don't tell my mother.
We're going to put you in another video on a racetrack with Brad in the 296.
I have to hide my mum from all my social pages.
And we're going to film it. Yeah. Well, with these cars, they only really sound loud when you get them over about 5,000 RPM.
Right.
And by 5,000 RPM, you're doing about 120 miles an hour.
Okay,
But I mean, the acceleration is ridiculous. Look at this.
let's have a go. Woohoo! No, it's
mad,
great.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Wow, what a car. Okay,
Yeah.
so should we jump into the 296?
Well, I think we've got to try the electric side first, no? Because
okay,
we're testing out
into
the
electric
hybrid.
mode.
Yeah, we've got to see
Okay,
how
so
silent it is, and
electric mode now.
for when you're coming home late at night.
Or leaving early in the morning.
When you were supposed to be back 2 hours earlier, you want to creep in quietly.
I mean, that is the beauty of these cars. When you start them up in the morning, no noise.
Yeah.
It's a big advantage. So we're in electric mode now.
Okay. It's not silent, but
It's pretty good.
it's quiet. Yeah. I mean, it's basically just like the fans, isn't it? I wouldn't say it's dead silent, but yeah, you haven't got the vroom. You ain't got the vroom.
It's nice to have the option of electric.
Yeah, of course.
But the main advantage of having those 3 electric motors is they fill in the gaps in the torque curve. So when you need that power immediately, so when you're accelerating from 0, it gives you that power instantly. And that's why the McLaren just couldn't keep up on the
Right.
on the runway. It just was way behind, because you've got the 4-wheel drive as well, which also helps with the grip. Sport mode.
You put it in sport mode.
Yeah, it's in sport mode now. Okay.
So we're in sport now.
We're in sport mode now. We've done the electric mode. Wow, it's fast.
Woo!
Yeah, so I think it was, I don't know what mode it was in before. Race. We got it in race now.
Okay.
Race mode. Here we go.
So how many modes you got?
We've got 4 modes. So you've got wet, sport, race, and then everything off. So we were in wet mode. Let's try race mode.
Oh yes, that's a different ball game.
That's a bad boy.
Is that fun now?
Whoa, this is too fast. Too much fun. Wow. That's
Okay.
ridiculous, isn't it? Woo!
Now it's fun.
What a difference. We were in wet mode. Okay. Oh my god. And it sounds completely different in race mode.
Yeah, it's much louder.
Oh wow, what a difference. Okay, I think we need to test the 296 now, back to back,
Do it.
with this, and let's see if there's any difference.
Okay.
I don't think there's going to be a huge amount
Or
of
if it's
difference.
significant enough for the price difference.
Exactly, the extra £100,000. Plus, we've run out of fuel on this one. So we have to take it back anyway. If the V8 engine in this sounds a lot louder than the V6 in the 296.
Yeah.
Let's see. Look at the way it just shifts into electric. So nice. It's quite amazing to have the option to have the two. Right, so we're going to jump into the 296, see if it feels any different in terms of speed, see if it sounds any different, and if it rides any different.
And then we get to take one home?
That's in another video. So we are in the 296 GTB. We're going to see if this feels faster than the SF90 or not, whether it's louder, and whether it feels much different or £100,000 different.
Is it worth the difference
Is
to
it
get
worth the difference?
the other one?
So initial thoughts.
Initial thoughts, I told you, like, from the outside, kind of have an affinity for this. I have to say from the inside as well, but these seats are special seats, right?
Yeah, so these are the Daytona seats. They're electric Daytona seats, and they're an option on this car, and they're more comfortable than the carbon back seats on the other SF90.
So obviously this has options on it, but I do like this interior. It is nice.
Yeah, the interior looks really lovely. The SF90 that we had, all black, a little bit bland, and the carbon back seats are a little bit hard. These ones are much more comfortable.
I mean, it definitely feels like a smaller, lighter car. You can feel how much lighter it is, can't you? Even as a passenger.
Yeah, it definitely feels more nimble, lighter. Yeah, it's very much so, yeah.
It's much more compact.
Does it feel slower?
No, it doesn't feel slower. Definitely not.
No, it doesn't feel slower.
Ooh.
No. Wow.
I think...
Wow. Do you know what? I don't think it sounds quieter either.
No.
Now, just remember,
I love the sound of that.
Brad takes this onto the track a lot, so it's really been run in and driven hard. Could mean that it's slightly louder than the SF90. Sounds
I mean,
great,
it sounds amazing, yeah. The V6, it actually sounds great.
So Ferrari first brought out a mid-engine car in 1961 with the 246. And the 246 was a 2.4 litre V6, and this is the first time they've put a V6 in a Ferrari for a very long time.
Right.
Cars used to run V8, so the last mid-engine car they had was the F8 Tributo, which was a V8 twin turbo. Before that was the 488 V8 twin turbo. So this is really moving away, not only in styling and also having the hybrid, but putting a V6 instead of a V8 engine into the car. So this has different modes you can drive in. You can either drive in hybrid, which uses the electric up to 80 miles an hour, or you can drive in performance, which uses the petrol only, or you can go into EV mode, which puts it into electric only until it runs out of electric power. Sounds really good. I mean, you don't need anything faster than this, do you?
Which feels more fun to drive so far?
I mean, that you can definitely feel the lack of the four-wheel drive. The four-wheel drive gives you a lot more confidence. So I think you'd have to be a better driver to drive this one harder, because you just don't have that extra confidence of the four-wheel drive.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit more fun, yeah.
You think this is more fun than the 296?
More fun, more twitchy. Twitchy means more fun,
yeah.
I guess. When you don't know what the car's going to do next.
And the sound on this particular one is amazing.
I definitely think there's something to do with the fact that this has been driven very hard on racetracks, and that makes it sound a lot better. I mean, yeah, wow. It's just fast enough, isn't it?
Yes.
It's fast enough, it's loud enough. It looks beautiful.
It feels comfortable, really comfortable.
Yeah, these seats are much better.
These Daytona seats.
Yeah, much better. You're not nervous, are you?
No, I'm loving it.
I'm not even driving that
I trust you, I trust you. No, it feels great.
On there for dear life.
No,
This is ridiculous, this car.
I like
ridiculous.
speed.
The way that the engine uses both the electric power and the petrol is just phenomenal, because you just don't get any gaps in the power delivery. You know, you've got that power all the time. It's amazing.
And it just does it for you, switches when it needs to.
What a car. I actually think I prefer the look of this one as well. I do. I think it looks cuter.
It's cuter.
Yeah, it looks a bit cuter. The other one's very angular and very aggressive.
Yes,
This one
agreed.
looks a little bit more
feminine,
curvy,
sexy.
a bit more sexy.
Yeah.
I do think it looks sexier. Noise.
And this car's
That noise. Who cares about hybrid? That noise is unbelievable. No? I don't remember hearing such a beautiful sounding engine. Oh, it's lovely. Should we jump out and kind of try and summarize?
Yes,
Yes?
let's compare the two.
We've done enough driving, haven't we?
In a Ferrari, never, but sure.
Okay, let's jump out. Give our conclusions. So we've been out driving both of these cars. Don't forget, if you want to buy one of these cars and you live in the UK, you can go to Magnitude Finance, click onto the link, you can get your monthly repayments within 60 seconds, call the team. I use Magnitude Finance, I used them to finance my Alfa Romeo and they were fantastic. Now let's get down to the important question. Which one do we prefer? Let me ask you first of all, did you notice any difference in the speed between the two?
No, I mean, they're both phenomenally fast. What are you, 2.5 to 2.9, 0 to 60?
Very good,
I mean,
yes.
They're both fast, they're both powerful.
I think I look a bit shorter on this bit. I think I'm going to stand here.
Okay, go up the hill.
There you go, that's better. Okay. So you didn't notice any real difference in the speed, even though that's 1,000 brake horsepower?
I mean,
no.
We know this is slightly faster, but it is...
On the road,
minimal,
no real difference.
Minimal.
In terms of looks?
I mean, I stick to what I said earlier. As a lady, I think I like the sleeker, more feminine approach of the 296, but I do think a lot of manly men might still prefer the ruggedness.
Manly men, what am I?
What do you prefer?
What's Brad? Brad's a manly man.
I like how compact the 296 is. I just think it's sexier. But
I
that's
actually
a
think
woman's
this
choice.
looks more angular, more aggressive. I think this looks sexier. Yeah, I definitely think this looks sexier.
And the headlights, the difference in the shape.
If I dare say, I think
this, well.
the 296 looks a little bit more modern as well.
The tapering at the front.
I like the design. I think both of them look incredible. So we can't tell the difference between the speed. The interior, I think, was nicer on the 296 with the Daytona seats. And I think the noise.
Well, the V6 here, we have decided it has been driven around a track, but it sounded beautiful, right?
It sounded really good.
It sounded amazing.
It sounded good. So it doesn't matter if this sounds better once it's been driven around the track. This sounds good enough. So basically, we're giving 3 points to this.
So we're basically saying, if you want a little bit more power and all of that, go for this. But what's the point, really, when you can get this for 100 grand or so less?
There you go. 296, 100 grand cheaper and potentially a better car. Where are we going to see you next on TV?
Ooh, next week, we have a big fight night for BT Sport.
This is coming out on Friday the 7th.
Okay, yeah. So the week after, BT Sport, and plenty of sport in the summer, and Joanne Kia TV for any social following.
Why don't we let you do the complete sign out?
All right, so thank you for watching us with these two beautiful Ferraris today, hybrids. Sign up, subscribe, follow 888MF, all that jazz. And if you want to follow me, Joanne Kia TV, for my socials, and let us know in the comments, like, don't like, as long as it's about the cars and about me, and see you next time.